Talking Moon, A Space Adventure. Chapter 1. Benny's big dream. Benny Parker was not an ordinary kid. While other children played video games or watched cartoons, Benny spent his nights staring at the moon through his old telescope. He loved everything about space: the shimmering stars, the endless darkness, and the big, glowing moon that seemed to whisper secrets to him every night. One evening, as Benny lay in his bed, he noticed something unusual. The moon was shining, brighter than ever before, almost as if it were calling out to him. He rubbed his eyes and looked again. This time, he was sure of it. The moon had winked at him. "That's impossible," Benny muttered, but his heart raced with excitement. Chapter 2. The Invitation from the Moon. Next night, Benny set up his telescope again. As he peered through the lens, the moon's surface shimmered, and a deep, soothing voice echoed in his ears. "Benny Parker," the voice said, "I have been watching you. You love space, and I have something special to show you. Would you like to visit me?" Benny gasped. "Visit you? But how?" "Close your eyes and believe," the moon replied, taking a deep breath. Benny shut his eyes and imagined himself soaring through the sky. Suddenly, a whoosh of wind swirled around him, and he felt his body lifting off the ground. When he opened his eyes, he was floating in space, heading straight for the moon. Chapter 3. Landing on the moon. Benny landed gently on the moon's surface, surprised to find that he could breathe without a helmet. The landscape was breathtaking. Silver dust covered the ground, and the sky was filled with glittering stars. Then the moon spoke again. "Welcome, Benny." Benny turned around and gasped. The moon had a face. Its eyes twinkled like stardust, and it had a wide, warm smile. "I can't believe this," Benny exclaimed. "The moon can talk only to those who truly listen." The moon chuckled. "Come, I have something to show you." Chapter 4. The Secret Side of the Moon. Moon led Benny to a hidden passage on its far side. Unlike the dry, dusty surface Benny knew, this part of the moon was alive with glowing plants, floating rivers, and creatures Benny had never seen before. Tiny, silver rabbits with long ears, jellyfish-like beings that shimmered in the air, and even small, glowing birds that sang soft, musical notes. "This is my secret side," the moon explained. "Few have ever seen it." Benny's eyes widened with wonder. "Why don't people on Earth know about this?" "Because they do not truly look," the moon said. "They see what they expect to see." Chapter 5. The Lost Stars. They explored. Benny noticed a small, flickering light in the distance. "What's that?" he asked. "A lost star." The moon sighed. "She fell from the sky and lost her way. If she doesn't return soon, she will fade forever." Benny's heart ached for the tiny star. "We have to help her," the moon nodded. "But it won't be easy. We must find the cosmic wind to lift her back into the sky." Chapter 6. The Quest for the Cosmic Wind. Moon guided Benny to the Valley of Echoes, where the cosmic wind was said to rest. However, the wind was guarded by the Star Keepers, glowing beings who protected the secrets of the universe. Who dare seek the cosmic wind? A deep voice boomed. Benny stepped forward. "I do. A little star is lost and needs our help." The Star Keepers studied him for a moment. "Only one with a pure heart may borrow the wind." "Prove your kindness," Benny thought for a moment. Then he reached into his pocket and pulled out his favorite marble, a tiny blue orb that reminded him of Earth. "This is my most treasured thing," Benny said. "If it means helping the star, I will give it up." The Star Keeper smiled. "You have a true heart. You may take the wind." A gentle breeze swirled around them, glowing silver and golden. Chapter 7. The stars returned Benny, and the moon rushed back to the lost star. Holding the cosmic wind in his hands, Benny released it, and the star slowly began to rise. "Thank you," the star whispered, its light growing brighter. With a final sparkle, the star shot back into the sky, joining its celestial family. Benny felt warmth fill his heart. He had done something truly special. Chapter 8. Time to go home. The moon turned to Benny. "It is time for you to go home." Benny's heart sank. "Will I ever see you again?" The moon smiled. "Every night, when you look up at the sky, know that I am watching over you." Benny closed his eyes, and in an instant, he was back in his bed. He sat up quickly and ran to his window. The moon was still there, glowing softly. Benny smiled. "Good night, my friend." And from the sky, the moon winked back. The end.